Hey, how are ya? Noxis Flak here, and welcome to another Pokemon Red playthrough video. We have to start with a channel update. I obviously released the last three videos ahead of schedule and told you that I had found a 3DS capture card that allows me to record the 3DS seamlessly to my computer so you don't have this mini tripod cell phone filming an actual 3DS situation. And what I discovered was I have the old 3DS, which is not compatible with the 3DS capture card. So I have found a workaround on Etsy. There are people selling their old new 3DSs. Bear with me. Old new 3DSs. And the these 3DSs actually have all the Pokemon games on them. And I actually found a seller that had 90 games on his 3DS, including all the Pokemon game, like as many Pokemon games as possible. So what I did, and the prices have come down a lot because um, the 3DS is a pretty old system. So I got a pretty good deal on it. I've already received the new 3DS with 90 games on it, and this is going to be the last playthrough where we actually have the filming the screen like you see now. But since the save file is on my old 3DS, we are going to completely finish this playthrough of Pokemon Red. I know that's a lot going on, but when we play Pokemon Yellow for the next game, for our next playthrough, excuse me, expect an extremely high quality change. Alright, we're doing a couple things here, folks, as you could tell. So, on Cinnabar Island is this research lab. And on the research lab, there's a lot of people that want to trade for Pokemon, and there's two I want to do. Do you want to trade your Raichu for an Electrode? Yes. Here you go. Alright, here we go. We are giving our Raichu away for an Electrode. We tried to catch an Electrode earlier this playthrough, but they all self-destructed, and we might have accidentally made one faint, even though we did not mean to. So, um, while this gets going, don't forget to like the video, don't forget to subscribe, and get excited. When we finish Pokemon Red, we're gonna come back to Kanto for Pokemon Yellow. And this version of Pokemon Red is the Game Boy Black and White version. There's no color or very, very little color. The Pokemon Yellow is a Game Boy Color version. So you're going to see, a very similar game, but it'll have color. Team Rocket, of course, is upgraded with some TV show exclusives. I won't say more. And Pokemon Yellow was a huge part of my childhood when that came out, because of course I do have a Venonat, yes, because when that came out, so that would have been I think I got that Christmas of 1999. Let me know in the comments below if I'm off a year. And I mean, at this point, I figured out how to beat Red. So for Christmas of '99, I got Yellow, and I was pumped, needless to say. And some of the features of Yellow that are now like famous, they you didn't know at the time that you were going to be able to get all three starters, for example. And then there's little quality of life fixes like Charizard can actually learn Fly, unlike in Red and Blue, and they absolutely cannot learn Fly for some reason. Alright, so we just increased our Pokédex by 2. Thanks, pal. See ya. I don't know if he's ready, but we'll try it. Let's see if our fossil is ready. Probably not. Your fossil is back to life. It was a Kabuto. No. Alright. So we're almost there. So what's going to happen is we're going to go back to the Pokemon Center and handle our team again, right? Because we got to do that. And after that, we are going to go to the burned out mansion. Oop, I missed it. Almost went to the mart. On Cinnabar Island. And the burned out mansion is necessary in order to unlock the gym. So today's episode is going to be just the mansion. And then next week, yes. But yes, next week, Doris and Crinkles, what funny names. We will fight the 7th gym of Kanto. Oh boy. Okay, we can still do this. So we just need to pull our boys out. And then we put in Crinkles. Ducks. Alright, let's double check everything's looking okay. Oh, we also need to change boxes. We need to remember that. J-Dog, World War II Rangers, Saucy Boy, Lola, who is really Itcha Boy, Snorlax, Duck Sheep 88, and Ducks. Very good. If I don't change this box, I won't be able to catch a wild Pokemon, so that needs to be done. Alright. With all of that shenanigans out of the way, let's head to the burned out mansion. So we will not be doing the missing no glitch in this playthrough, but this is where you would do it, for those of you wondering. Alright, so first we're going to explore. Nice. So there is a secret switch here. We're not touching that. So the burned out mansion, of course, has, that's right, fire and poison Pokemon, which kind of makes sense. J-Dog, let's dig our way through this guy. This is a great opportunity for training. And we are shooting for level 50 for J-Dog, and then she can evolve. So, a Ponyta is a Pokemon I could have traded for in the Cinnabar Island research lab, but why not just catch one? You know? Or am I getting it backwards? Either it's a Ponyta I could get, or I need to give a Ponyta to get another Pokemon that I know I'll get later rather easily. Either way, I didn't need to do the third trade in there. I don't think it's worth it. The first two trades, however, I definitely think are worth it. Crit! Okay, and then let's hit a Great Ball. Alright, Ponyta was caught. Fire Horse, it hooves are 10 times harder than diamonds. It can trample anything completely flat in little time. I wouldn't want to have feet made of something 10 times harder as diamonds, because like industrialists use diamonds to like cut stuff, and if they're like, this horse could be, I mean, I imagine breeding Ponyta to steal their feet would be a lot cheaper. Am I messed up? And I thought of that really quickly. Am I messed up? Let me know in the comments below. But I just feel like it'd be a lot cheaper than getting diamonds to put on the end of your industrial drills, right? Like you could just use Ponyta feet, you know? Anyway. Very cute, but J-Dog's higher level. super effective. Okay. So we've done that. We've explored and gained very little. Ha! But now we will go to the correct path. Do I have a wheezing? I wouldn't really feel bad if I caught him and found out that I already had one. So let's bring out Duck Sheep 88. Come on out, Duck Sheep. Rise and surf! Very nice. Ooh, unfortunate. Alright, we didn't catch wheezing. That was a good move. There are two kinds of poison gases. When two kinds of poison gases meet, two coughings can fuse together. I accidentally clicked too fast. There is a bit of a latency, so like I'm actually not looking directly at the screen. I am actually looking at my computer screen, which is showing a feed of what my phone is recording, which is then of course being recorded by my recording software that I use for all my other videos. And it's not always laggy, but like sometimes it is. Don't ask me why. And tonight's one of those times, and so when it's laggy, sometimes you walk further than you meant to, and sometimes you press A and you thought, and realize that you're a half second behind and you pressed it too early. Alright, and we're not super worried about Duck Sheep 88. He is going to get amazing training in the next gym because the next gym is a fire gym, and he's going to come into his own with his water moves. At the moment, I want J-Dog to get closer to level 50. Alright. So we're not hitting any of the statues yet. This place is one big puzzle, isn't that right? That is a cute Charmander. Also, who stops their Charmander from evolving? You should almost be a Charizard. What's going on here? It is funny, you go into an abandoned mansion, there's burglars. Oh no, my bag of loot. Okay, I don't know what that sound was, and I apologize for that. Yep, I know, and poor Duck Sheep, I plan on walking around this place. I'm looking for stuff. Alright, so that's like a ledge, but like, because the game couldn't handle like showing you, like, there's the ground down there, it's just like empty space, but it's cool. Rhymer, gross. So there is one more Pokemon in this mansion. It has a pretty low encounter rate, but if we find it, we want to catch it. I don't want to spoil it, but there is one more we could potentially get here. All right, so J-Dog did great, but let's get a Duck Sheep out here. Use what little left of his life he's got. Nothing. Ponyta versus Duck Sheep, who is poisoned, but you know what? He knows Surf. There we go, Duck Sheep. That's the way to go. Alright, so we gotta go right to look for stuff. What's this? Diary, July 5th, Guyana, South America. A new Pokemon was discovered deep in the jungle. Ah, what's this? Not what I was looking for. Hit him with a body slam, Duck Sheep. Oh, we were really hoping for a one-hit wonder there. Let me guess, my body slam is... Oh, okay, that works. Oh, immediately not disabled. Okay. Wow, they are everywhere. Here's another one I don't want. Yeah, the Grimer and Coughing are really, at this point, I really view you as just experience to gain. There we go. We need this ball. Calcium. So, calcium will permanently upgrade a Pokemon, and we want it to be the one who cannot evolve, because evolution raises stats dramatically. So if you have a Pokemon that cannot evolve, generally, there are of course exceptions, generally you want to give them the stat boosts. Alright, now we go up here. Alright, and this is the statue you hit, but not before going in here and grabbing an item. Yes. Going by memory, folks. This one, oh, because I always like talking about like what little 6-year-old Noxis Flak was like. So the man who hadn't had his coffee in Viridian Town, or yeah, Viridian City. Why can't I? In Viridian, whatever. The place where the 8th gym is, but you don't go there until late game. The man with the coffee you have to get past to get to the Viridian Forest. There it is. I couldn't figure that one out without going to school and asking the big scary second graders how to do it, and then they made fun of me, and after they made fun of me, when I was a kindergartner by the way, they then told me how to do it. But the mansion I couldn't figure out, but again, I'm like, you know, a child, but I had figured out like enough about the game concept that like this was a puzzle and these switches in the statues are doing something. So I just kept hitting all of the statues randomly until a path opened. Like I white knuckled this, and I couldn't remember what the correct path was because I had hit them in all sorts of crazy orders, and I had no idea what I had done. So I'm now excited that I am an adult playing this. Who wouldn't press it? See, yep, there it is. Yeah, I remember that. So yeah, and then you want to hit the right one. Now this I actually saved a photo on my desktop on the right screen of which one I want to go down. Okay. Okay. Well, this was a mistake. Well, Duck Sheep needs experience, so if he gets one. Yeah, there we go. Good crit, Duck Sheep. Yeah, we'll see how long he can make it. So the whole point here is like he's poisoned, he's bothering the viewers with his clicking on every other step or whatever you call the poison ticking, not clicking. Alright, here comes World War II Ranger. Hasn't seen a lot of action because there's a bunch of fire everywhere, but this time you can come in and body slam this Magneton. Very nice. Good job, World War II Ranger. And Voltorb, World War II Ranger will be great for that as well. And he hits him with his full body weight. Whew, overwhelming. Alright, we're not jumping yet. So, yeah. I want to just go down here. I feel like there's an item in here. Maybe I'm wrong. I guess I'm wrong. It's weird, like, I remember Kanto Generation 1, like, the back of my hand. But for some reason, the burned out mansion is always, like, the one, like, and I think it's because, like, you're making all these memories as a kid that stick with you, but, like, because I just kept hitting random things until it worked. I didn't really, like, create a good memory. Jump! Yeah, there it is, yep. Instead, I was just like kind of dreading the random button pressing and never learned, which is not. Trying to realize where I landed. I'm kind of confused by it all. Oh, I see. Alright, we're gonna fight this scientist looking guy. And then, oh, viewers, I'm gonna get roasted if I'm wrong. In later versions of Generation 1, did they move one of the 3 legendary birds to the mansion? Is that why I always think there is one, or thought when I was younger, like as late as high school replaying this, I thought Moltres was in the mansion, and it's not. But like in Leaf Green, was it? Or maybe like Soul Silver, Heart Gold when you go back? Like somewhere I feel like Kanto moved Moltres from Victory Road to here. Now, it would actually make a lot of sense if they did that in Gen 2. Carbos. My super jacked up Lola. What's up here? Oh, must have been opened when yeah, because that's already an open area. See, like, I don't know, something about this puzzle, it got me real good. Let's see if you can just handle it, World War II Ranger. Oh, but the paralysis is good. Hits you with an ember. That should be super effective. That's not good. Oh, okay, we're good. Just use wisely. Alright, I don't think you should be out front right now. Let's get some saucy boy action. Alright, and now we go here. Alright, this was the room. This was the room I was trapped in for so long. And I have a second page. I'm cheating, I'm admitting it. I have a second page of the order to walk in this room because I can't remember. I played this game so many times as a kid. And I was the sort of kid that couldn't, like, constantly restart the game. Like, once I committed to starting and I picked my starter, I was going to play until I beat the Elite Four. There was a debate inside of me as a child. Like, am I going to catch Mewtwo as the endpoint of the game, or is the endpoint of the game beating the Elite Four? That's a fair debate, you know, but I would make it to one of those 2 points. So, I've gone through this a ton. I don't know why. This is like the one thing. Oh, we're saving that for the Elite Four big time. We still have not found the one type of Pokemon that you can catch here that I'd like to get. It'd be cool if I said that and then saw it. That did not happen. Okay. Alright, got another coughing. Saucy boy. I think our team is leveling up and turning into a pretty strong group. Saucy Boy's Earthquake is going to be used a lot in the Elite Four. It's going to get a lot of action. Diary, September 1. Mewtwo is far too powerful. We have failed to curb its vicious tendencies. Huh, he didn't want to fight me until I talked to him. Isn't that something? That burglar art is amazing. Fascinating, the game decided to give the burglars a Growlithe because burglars are the, baddies. Kind of like the child safe baddies. They couldn't put, squatting crackhead in here. Why am I talking like this? But, the child safe baddie of a burglar, right? But in Pokemon World, the police also have Growlithe. So that was interesting as a choice, kind of like they both have the same Pokemon. Who knows why they did that. Oh! Burglars did have a lot of money, which I always thought. I remember as a kid being like, why does the burglar have a lot of money? And being kind of a smart aleck as a kid, I was just like, it's because he stole it. I'm stealing stolen goods. Okay, Blizzard's amazing. That will be taught. It's not accurate, but it will be taught. Yes, who wouldn't? That will be taught to our Pokemon who is currently still in daycare and we have not taken out yet. Not an accurate move, but in Gen 1, the best ice move is Ice Beam, and Jinx already knows that. Itchy Boy Snorlax already knows that. And the reason it's the best is because it has a high attack value and it has 100% accuracy. Now, some people may disagree with me, but you can't disagree with the fact that Blizzard has only a 70% accuracy. And in Generation 1, all the moves are actually less accurate than stated because you could have a 100% accuracy move and still have a chance to miss. So, I actually think Blizzard is better in later generations when that glitch was ironed out. I actually think that glitch may have been ironed out in yellow, but if it wasn't ironed out in yellow, Silver, Gold, and Crystal ironed it out forever. So that's my beef with Generation 1 moves that don't have high accuracy. They're way worse than they appear to be. Alright. We're actually almost done with the mansion, believe it or not. But this last section may take a bit. This place is ideal for a lab. See, this guy seems more normal, right? Oh, when I was a kid, you see the coattails of the scientist outfit? Okay, so bear with me, folks. I don't know what's gotten over me tonight, but we're sharing stories. 6-year-old, 8-year-old, 10-year-old, maybe even 12-year-old Noxis Flak looked at the coattails on that man and saw, I kid you not, the udders of a cow. Now, I'm looking at it now, and it still is kind of weird that you can see that much of his coattail. Like, it's a little weird, but, like, I'm asking for a lot of comments today, but do you see it? Do you see the udders? Was I insane? But if I was insane, I think that makes a lot of my accomplishments more impressive, frankly. I made it this far and I'm crazy, you know? You gotta look at the positives. Alright, and the scientist sending out Electrode. Yeah, he's gonna be not... Yeah, I don't think he's gonna do well against an Earthquake. What is this for? I don't know, man. You attacked me. So we do need to hit that secret switch, but I want to go in here first. I think the secret switch will shut this door. I actually don't remember. My cheat sheets have been exhausted. There were just 2 parts where I was like, I always get confused here. I should have a screenshot of the room, but I think if I hit the switch, I can't go in here, and I know there's an item in here, so that's why I really want to go in here first, and then hit the switch. So here's the item in question. There it is. That is going to also go to our good friend at the daycare, so that I don't need to train him as much to the desired level. We've been walking around a lot. I am very curious to see how many levels he has gone up. I'm going to be like really disappointed if the daycare guy looks me in the face and goes, he's gone up like 17 or less. He better have gone up way more. We have been walking. Okay, so let's go back because this door is locked on the left. We'll hit that switch. Still haven't seen the one Pokemon type we were hoping for, but it's okay. We're going to get over it, folks. Right at surf. Oh no. Saucy boy hit 48. Saucy boy up. Alright, so let's hit this secret switch. We can see it. These beds look so comfy. They look so comfy. Man, we are training today. Who wouldn't? Alright, so let's head on in. I don't think the spawn rate's higher here. I think we're just unlucky. I'm not kidding when I say like we're literally almost done. It's just all these spawns, which I'm not actually upset about. We need the training. We have 2 more gyms and the Elite Four. We have 2 more legendary birds, and we have the legendary Pokemon of Generation 1 still to go. So, plenty of training still needed. Why does TM22 sound familiar? Solar Beam! Tempting. These corners, I always am like, is there something here? And here it is. Secret key. Now I have no problems with doing this. We are done with the mansion. We're done with it. Absolutely done. So let's heal up our Pokemon. Alright, now let's get our Pokemon order in good order. Duck Sheep should be first. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Sorry, everyone. I'm using Strength in the Pokemon Center. Switch. J-Dog should be next. Lola next. There we go. That's a good order. Let's head towards the PC. Alright, so what is TM25? Thunder. I also plan on teaching Thunder to my boy. Metronome. That would be really fun, actually, to teach him. Blizzard. Is this just the lineup of my boy? Alright, well, here's the thing. World War II Ranger, what are your moves? Should I remove Leech Seed for Solar Beam? You know what? This is a playthrough for the viewers, so we're gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna teach Solar Beam. I didn't realize. Okay. No more Leech Seed. There it is. Alright, so the full restore and the rare candy need to be put away. That full restore is for the Elite Four. I'm gonna check out the items while we're here. We have 8 rare candies. Oh my gosh. We've been doing good on that. The Ether can be used at the Elite Four. More Ether for the Elite Four. Max Potion for the Elite Four. The Firestone is for later. Hyper Potion Elite Four. Elixir Elite Four. Full Restore Elite Four. Max Revive. Yeah, we're doing pretty good here, folks. Alright, that'll be it for today. Next week we are going to take out the, let's show a visual. We have 2 more gyms to go, so number 7 down there before the giant question mark will be who we are going against Friday of next week. Check out the money in my inventory, 157,000 Pokédollars. We have been playing for 15 hours and 19 minutes. We had a big Pokédex day. We've now seen 119 and we own 61. For reference, in Generation 1 there are 151 Pokemon. We're going to save for today, so don't forget to like the video, don't forget to subscribe, and stay tuned next Friday for the gym battle. My wife and I, by the time this video recorded, should have a baby. So that means I'm only recording Friday videos because we are very busy. As things normalize and we get back to normal, I will get back to my Monday through Thursday videos, but I don't have a firm date yet on when that will be. So wait for that. Check out my channel and hit the bell button so you don't miss my new videos. I'll see you in the next one.